Hey guys, this is Kei speaking, and today we are back in Automation with the Ellisbury update and the Kei Car playthrough in Gasmea, Gasmean muscle at its finest. And now we even are in an era where we have non-zero power figures. It is quite entertaining so far, and we have reached the pinnacle of Kei Car engines, and that is the 1980s Turbo Mania. In the last episode, we finished off our latest facelift of our entire lineup, our sports-dedicated Swallow and the Berry. And today, we need to design a new car, like a proper new car, new model. We still have 4,370 off-road Berries in stock, MK3s, and that is what is costing us a bit of money there. Otherwise, it's looking really damn fine, as we just, with this latest update, have moved most of our cars. Remember, we're in 1980. Most of our cars to WES 11, which is the highest standard of them all. So we are fine till 2020 with these cars. In terms of marketing, it is really looking pretty solid. 65%, 74%. Those are numbers I like to see. And even if we go to Helvetia, we see that we are doing reasonably well there in the 60s as well for the best demographics. And in Florinia, we're catching up. 60%, or reaching just about 60% in city budget, and doing quite well in the others too. Let's head over to research and development and just check what's going on. How are we faring with the fuel systems? Yeah, okay. Well, we are exactly 1 year away from naturally unlocking multi-point. And that means that we have an effective 7 tech pool in there now. That is quite strong. And what I'm pondering is if we should build a dedicated 660 version of a modern engine. Although we already have WES 11 and we have modernized our engines quite recently, Boxer 4 and Inline 3. That's like Inline 3 is the optimum for those small engines, even at 660 of course. The cylinder size is important for efficiency, just minimizing the amount of friction per cylinder. And yeah, so my thought here was that I wanted to take a technology, a block configuration rather, that is capable of using twin scroll turbos. That would be in Inline 4, for instance. But we can always swap that in later. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. In the 90s, like 1990 is our next border for when we can upgrade our engine size from 550 to 660. And that is also where we are going to have the power freeze for the gentleman's agreement. Now becoming quite ridiculous gentleman's agreement. But that's not my fault. I mean, why are my competitors not doing the same? Oh, and there you see, slowly but surely, our country tech pool will decline now. Gasmea is in decline. The golden era is over. Let's see what bodies are available for a potential new sports car. I know you all love to see that, so definitely going to keep it to light sports and manual generation. But let's have a look. Car bodies are, of course, a somewhat limiting factor. Oh, we could make a real sporty one. And by real sporty, I mean... do we have one? Is there a tiny one? No! No way. There is no tiny one. Ah, damn it. They're all too large. 2.3 meters is our maximum. So nah. Otherwise, I would have probably gone for a proper race car. Anyway, we set it to 2.3 and then see what's up for grabs. 69 is a little... Oh, wait a sec, this one doesn't have a pickup. It does have two vans though. That's quite nice. But that's not a sports car. Here we have a sports car. Oh, and even a tiny one. Okay, now that is what I was looking for. Let's see what we can build on that basis. Oh yes, oh yes. That's a little bit in the future. But that would mean that we don't have to make any kind of utility vehicles with our main body family. That is looking good. So we make, that's the plan. We're making 3 different models. We're making a utility-focused one, a sports-focused one, and a general family, luxury, convertible, all those things focused one. So not focused at all, basically. But there we go. This one is our choice for now. Look at how cute this is. Wow, it's tiny. It does look like a bird too. It's perfect. We need another bird name. I got a master list of awful bird names, awfully inappropriate bird names. I got to consult it and just see what comes out. What are we going to do for this? I mean, it is about time. If we go for... No. Let's see. If we go for monocoque, we don't have glued yet. Space frame, no. Partial, no. I do want to go for monocoque, but that means we need steel presses. This one needs steel presses as well, but no... yeah, it doesn't need aluminium presses, while this would benefit from aluminium presses. Greatly, of course. I don't know when they unlock. Alternatively, we could go for fiberglass. That is very lightweight, but also very much not scalable in terms of production. Oh, no, that's not right. We do have SMC injectors. Yeah, we could go for that. It is lightweight and everything, so yeah, let's try it out. It is a little bit on the weird side, but then we can go with galvanized steel for that. That means we do need a galvanization plant as well as an SMC add-on. And then we go front longitudinal, because we do want to have rear-wheel drive now that we have some power available to us. And that means we can go a nice double wishbone. Wow, the engineering time is insane. Do we actually want that? Do I want to save a few months? Something like this, just a +1. Now we need to replace a variant, because we are going to use this one, but in a new version. This is already 4 years old. 116, and this can now be upped significantly. So we can push this to a +7, and already at 120 horsepower. That's looking pretty solid. And on the turbocharger side, we probably don't need to do anything extra. I mean, the spool at 5,000 RPM is still questionable, but it is half range. Yeah. So, I don't know. Do we want to further upgrade this? I think this is quite fine. And we could try and boost this a bit more. This was the wrong slider. Don't want more of that damn surge. This is better. And now we can go a little higher. Yeah, more power. No, not really more power. Oh my. This is very... the boost is not paying off. So probably leave it right there. It's nice and green up here. And this is at 118. Slowly but surely, Farina is also getting 95, but still not quite there. Let's build the car in order to see if our emission standards are doing fine. I would believe they are. What a fancy little car. Rear-wheel drive it is. All-wheel drive not required. Manual 5. Yeah, officially we do not have that +2 everywhere anymore, but it's very close to. It is a rounding thing right now. Of course, sports tires here. That's almost looking a little donkey. The donks on the tiny car. 16-inch. Let's go for 15. It's 55s. Yeah, I think that is still a little bit more on the comfort side then. That should be good though. Enough grip in those. And now we can use fully clad, because that is without any unlock costs. Also go down a little bit on the cooling, so that we do have... Well, it's not much cooling required to start with, due to low power, on a relative basis, not on an absolute scale. No, the other way around. On an absolute scale, we have little power, but we do have a lot of power on a relative scale to the engine size. That's what I wanted to say. But quality, yes, please. Sports interior, as per usual, and we are going to go for... What? Why is luxury cassette having so much familiarity from all the 8-track stuff? Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to put that in. And we build it with +6. Manual rack and pinion. ABS? It does add to drivability. It's going to be... quite oh, and unlock, no. Okay, that's going to be added in a facelift instead. At that point, we are going to have a 0 here, even if we select it. That's 4 years in the future. Advanced 80s, yes. Let's put that at, yeah, +2 quality. And optimized weight slightly towards the light side. And weight distribution, I don't know, probably slightly to the rear. Then we have to start thinking about what we do want to do for springs. Do we want to go down the route of air suspension? There's something a bit more sporty and more utilitarian, if you want to. But no. For this car, it is definitely standard springs and gas monotubes. And whoa, that's some oversteer. Ouchies. Oh, this is a fast car. I think if I limit it to just below here... Okay, no, it doesn't make much of a difference. So, no speed limiter it is. Light Sport hates it because it doesn't have any drivability. You can understand why. It just wants to go sideways everywhere. Okay, some better drivability from the brake setup now. That is helpful. And now, do we actually need a wing on this, or some kind of lip, or what's going on here? Okay, we're bending it down. A little bit of... there you go. That's better. Significantly better, but holy shit, the drivability is awful. That's probably because of this one still. But let's check out what the main issues are. Okay, I get it. Yes. So torque curve, yeah. That's it's not the most drivable one, I have to admit. It is slightly nothing happens and then you're getting ripped apart. Well, okay, gently ripped apart. Maybe we should start to invest into differentials. That could help. Not so much here. But it does help the stats in general. A little bit. Quite a bit. Especially in terms of sportiness. That's a big difference. Yeah, okay. Worth it? Likely? Yeah, I mean, the setup does look pretty good. We get all the drivability out of it, and... shit! Come on, can we turn this around? No, this is too hard once again. What's going on with our cars? They just want to oversteer. This is not acceptable. Gotta ignore it. Or we really need to start to put on some aerodynamics. We do have the top speed to do it. And at 160 kilometers now, yeah, I think we can probably generate just a tiny bit of downforce to make this happen. So where's even the thing? Wing, spoiler. Let's put a spoiler on. This wouldn't work. Let's put it on the on the hatch. What? Is this floating? What's going on here? It's a magic one. Okay. Well, I like magic. We are basically making magic here anyway. Yeah, perfect. Look at it. It's awful. Let's see what it does. So aerodynamics. Let's wiggle these sliders and see what they did. Oopsie poopsie. Okay, that was significant. Front, we don't have a front. And rear, let's pull it all the way down. Yeah, okay, well, that changes things. That's the fast steering. What is the slow steering? Okay, well, we can compensate for this. That is looking good. And there we have something that is quite solid. Our turbos are no longer the ultimate in prestige, unfortunately, but we are still doing pretty well. Okay, so let's check it out. What is the performance like? Ooh, 137 watts per kilo. That is a good ratio already, for us at least. Just 600 kilos in this car. Pulling itself nicely. 260 kilometers an hour top speed almost. And 6.2 seconds 0 to 100. And of course the question is, how well does it do on the test track? Let's give it a quick acceleration and see what happens. Pretty good, I would say. It has some weird shifting going on. It certainly wants to stay in the lower gear for quite a while there. But it is quick. 223. That is sports car territory. And it does certainly handle the way it's drift car. Look, this is the perfect angle to drift all the corner. I think we can go a little bit softer. Comfort is quite low. Sportiness is very high. So let's just soften it up a wee bit. Yeah, that's better. Wow, what a difference. 5 more comfort. Yeah, that was solid. I didn't expect it to be that extreme, but yeah, makes sense. The question is, do we have a winner here? I think the answer is yes. This is going to be a fantastic car. How much weight gain are we going to have? Switching to the convertible. Hard top. Let's make it a hard top. Yeah, ouch. That's a lot. The only thing available here is the detachable hardtop. But we did sink some money into familiarity gain in the soft top convertibles. So let's check that again. We do have that. Yes. Oh, it has all the options already. 104 versus... Ooh, that is fancy. And, detachable soft top, of course, the top, perfect. It is effective at what it does, but not more. And this adds 20 kilos, 21, 22. That would be very prestigious. And yes, is it liked? Oh yes, it is. But the automatic soft top is just as good, basically, almost. And we have high familiarity with it already, so let's go with this one. Ooh, okay, that's quite the difference. Oh my, 136 versus 145. Maybe we just need to bite the bullet and take this one. Our competitors have such a high prestige score. Almost like they're cheating with engines of normal size. But those are still some very good stats. Low reliability? Well, that's a complaint that is going to go away once we have engineered this thing. But yes, our design reliability is a little low, and that's probably most due to us not using any of the available body quality. We have plenty, so why not use it? 7. Perfect. Now, what do we get here? Is it rusting away still? No, it isn't. That was a reliability gain. That was 4 points. And now no one is what? Why are you complaining? No one is complaining? Everyone's complaining. Why are you complaining? Well, competitors will have the same problem. It's fine. Just means I need to adjust it for the Sport as well. That will make the car body lighter too, right? So, let's go with +7. Do we need to re-optimize anything? Nah, still good. Cool. Now, we have 2 fantastic cars sitting right there. And let's see how bad it is in terms of engineering. That could be a lot worse. It's looking very reasonable. So chassis and body and fixtures have the longest of our vectors. Body and fixtures could probably be lowered a little if we wanted to, but nah, it's fine. And chassis is definitely quite short. So we have a good distribution here. Some of these medium vectors are... Oh, there are a lot of those medium vectors, which is great. Could even go for ABS if we wanted to, but that would add a lot of time. I'm aiming for... Well, should I aim for 6 years? Yeah, our current... Oh, 5 years, not 6 years. 6 years would be 72 months. 5 years, I think. Can we run our current facelift for that long? We've made sure that the WES standards are all... Oh, WES standards. We haven't checked our WES standards. Uh-oh. Let's do this now. So, engine designer. WES 11. There we go. We're ready for the future. Emissions. There. We still have a 37% margin. And we have a 60% margin on hydrocarbons for the 3% margin on carbon monoxides. Well, that's an easy game. The convertible will be worse. So let's see if that also matches the WES 11. Yeah, okay, it does. Probably not as convincingly, but let's head over here, there, and emissions. Yeah, not quite as good. Only 20% margin. Well, unfortunately, there's no WES 12, so I think that will suffice. So, engineering. Okay, what are we going to do? This thing is going to be mass-produced, to the best of our abilities, of course. Will be limited production from the SMC injectors. It is a handmade flag, which with SMC injectors is going to become a limited production flag, a singular limited production flag. We can take that, that's fine. But production is going to be quite chunky. So let's try... Oh, that's taking a lot already. Production numbers don't need to be huge, but a little bit more reliability can't hurt. A little bit more funding can't hurt. Let's go for 70. And a little less pressure won't hurt either. 55. This one is going to be stretched a long way. Maybe we can get to 100 reliability there. But do we need to change anything else? This is still quite high. I think if we go for 60 here, this will help in general. 8K versus... Oh yeah, okay, that's 500 bucks off it, basically. Oh, let's call it 400. And yeah, engineering time still. Where do we want to invest this now? Some more reliability. This would do. And then we go for more funding. Yeah. Okay. You happy now? 85 reliability. That's nice. Definitely not going to destroy our brilliant reputation. Now for the engine. This one is a little less tricky. 5 months. Where else do we want to put quality is the question then. Do we need any? I mean, let's revisit the engine real quick, or should we? Yeah, let's do it. Can we get some more out of you? Maybe... Oh, yeah, there's something happening. +4 here. And we already have some, but this is going to help. Another +1 here. That makes a difference of... how much is this? Oh, no, it's a decent chunk of reliability, which then further gets multiplied up. Quality in the turbo, not needed. Quality in the fuel system can be had. No problem there. We're at 119 now. Exhaust. Another +2 here. Yes. And now we are at 120 horsepower. It is beautiful. And it now takes 11.6 months. Oh no! It's fine. So I think we just amp up the tooling to 70, reliability to 80, and then process to 60. Yeah, it's good. Funding, yeah, it's that's steep. It is a little steep. So let's go to there. 48. We're already at learning though, so what else can we do? Can make it a bit more expensive by pulling the pressure slider all the way down. And the rest is fine. Let's go with this. And one more tick in funding. Yes. Now, 60 months of engineering, just super fine-tuning this. The factory will be reasonably expensive. This is the engine factory, however, so it's not too bad. The car factory will be reasonably expensive. This one requires forged works. I would like to set up the car factory first, so that I know what I'm doing. And I need to load into these cars again to cope with all the power. And nothing changed here, I believe. Let's just double check, because it does change the weight of the drivetrain in general. Yep, this is all fine. Let's sign this one off. Yeah, and this one is too. Okay. No troubles here then. Let's head over to engine and car factory. Sign this one off for now, and then we just head over here and see what we want to do. Berry, swallow. Okay, this one. It's an M2 already. Do we need more production than M2? Ooh, now everything's blinking. These two need to be put on there. Now that's blinking, that's nice, that's working. Okay, galvanization plant, SMC injectors, steel presses. Why are they recommended? They're needed. Anyway, it's fine. We can put on this, and this. Now it's just limited production. And, we need high engine production. How many are we going to produce here per month? The answer is about 2,500 cars. And with this becoming a reasonably complex factory, I think I want to put on a maintenance as well. Yes, all factory buildings. Yeah, that's fine. 4 add-ons. Beefy factory. What does the upgrade do? 500. Wow, okay, that's expensive. But why not? I mean, we have the money. I don't know if we have the market for it, but it's still quite far in the future. And if we run it like this, then it won't overdo it, I don't think. Engine factory needs to be beefed up. This one takes 10 months. So let's head in here. Engineering and everything is fine, but the factory isn't. The load matching is off. So we do need at least a medium 2. The upgrade to a medium 3 is not super much more expensive and doesn't take more than an extra month. So that's all good. Let's go with this one. Oh, okay, the forecast isn't all that rosy, but this is also trying to sell 1 billion cars at no profit. Yeah, it just looks like they don't really want that kind of production. I think what I'm going to do is to lower the shifts if required, but continue with the factory setup as is. and thinking about naming since like 10 minutes. I think I'm going to depart from bird names. We still have the dick sizzle that needs to be mentioned at some point. Maybe we can call it the normal Kei Car. Can be the dick sizzle. And then we could get into more small things. Elementary particles or something. Like leptons and baryons and all that kind of stuff. So how about I could go for electron, because they are agile. They're quite charged. So how about that? And who doesn't want to have a sporty electron? And of course, the ultimate particle will be the Keitrino. So we have that one going for us. And I think what we're going to do next is take a quick look at the design of our next utility vehicle. And just see what we can do with it, if we have the perfect match there or not. 1984, that's just 3 years from now, which means that we still have an effective quality available to us of, that would be +4. We do have this one as well, which is just slightly larger, track width below 1.1 meters. So this is even slimmer than that one. And we do have an SUV off-road, we do have a pickup, and we do have a van. That is what we need. These are not really that great for off-road, are they? They look ridiculous for that. They look correct for Kei Cars, that's for certain, and they're very tiny, but I think we're going with this one. Oh, look how cute. It's also tiny. Here we are going for partial aluminium, because we do plan on using steel presses anyway. And again, galvanized steel. For these, I think front transverse makes the most sense. Like, rear-wheel drive is probably better in general, but it's also going to be heavier. And we do have plenty of familiarity with this already. I'm going for coil. And so that's more of the off-road choice. But they are doing reasonably well. Oh, that's the front suspension, so we could mix it. That's also very fortunate here, that we now have our designated utility vehicle and then can make these suspension choices, because otherwise they would suck ass. But wait a sec, what did we use that is... Oh, is this not unlocked yet? Oh shit, okay, well, now we're going for steel then. +2 quality, still saving loads of time. Engine choice, yes, let's replace our bigger i3 and make the MK3 variant out of it. Also plenty of power in this one. Alright, well, this is the utility engine. What do we want to do with this one then? Like, try to spool it below 3000 RPM? Oh, ridiculous. Okay, maybe. The biggest change here too, of course, is that we are going to spend all our tech pool and put it in there, into the fuel system. 73 horsepower. That's a lot to run for an engine like this. Maybe we don't need quite as much, but then again, I mean, maybe we do. Let's go for 0.9 bar for this one, 70 horsepower. We can get back a little bit of power by going for 40 cam. Throttle per cylinder it is for our utility vehicles. Beautiful. The emissions map. Oh yeah, this is going to be interesting once we have the vehicle attached to it. And on here, well, not much to say really. Could go one higher on this. And then just check our flow graphs, and they are all looking pretty decent. The design reliability of this engine is already 82. That's fantastic. And engine efficiency is also reasonably high now. Oh, what? Okay. This is a little odd. This is a future body. It's an 85. So why don't we get the tech pool reduced by that? Maybe because it would be quite a disadvantage. Why would you then ever choose a body like that? I think this is just to have double benefit. I could argue for both cases, like this being a bug and this not being a bug. Let's go for +6. All of them can have 4x4, and we go for something new, advanced automatics. Or should we just stay with the manuals? Ugh, just 4 gears. Yeah, maybe go for the manual after all. Steelies, 165s, 15. Yes. Maybe slightly larger. 16s. Yeah, 85, okay. Vented discs all around. Probably doesn't hurt, especially not in the utility segment. Fully clad now, but off-road skid traders. And some more cooling. And of course aerodynamics. +6 on the cassette. That's expensive. Well, this is getting really expensive. 2,340 in this one. You know what? Here we might be going for air suspension because that is now the perfect car for it. The question is how well it actually does, because that is going to be heavy and expensive. Pretty terrible drivability. This isn't looking good. Oh, okay, well, it's probably because the brake setup is atrocious. So let's go for bigger brakes, and it's almost getting rid of the brake fade, but not quite. Yeah, this is helping a lot. Look at the stats appear. All the drivability in the world. Alright, let's check what happens if we put on tires that are known for their rolling resistance. There we go. How bad was it? Nah, just a few kilometers now. And we do gain off-road stat and some utility stat, but also lose a lot of the other stats. So let's make the direct comparison here. Switch to all-terrain and just see if it's worth it. 51 there. That's a big jump. But fuel economy is a big jump, and that will also mean emissions. Speaking about emissions, let's check them out. Okay, well, that's not great, is it? This is not even going to take us to the mid-90s. This is awful. Definitely got to fix this up to WES 10-ish. So WES 9 standard needs to be acquired. We're not far from it, so it should be easy enough. Let's head over to here and try to just amp this one up. WES 9. Yep, there we have that. So that was easy. Can we go more? WES 11. Okay, well, let's do that then. Oh shit, are you kidding me? It is exactly 1,000. 0.0% margin. Precision engineering. Oh no. Now changing anything is basically upsetting the standard. Yep. Alright. Tech pool used for unlocks. We don't want more suspension quality. We can't change anything. It's perfect now. But you know what? I think this is it for today. We save the other trims of the utility line for next time, as well as the new series of actual Kei Cars that are the family segment and city and all that. The big one, that is. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, and I shall see you guys next time.